The mythology of technology. I love the idea that the brain works in binary, rather like the NAND and NOR gates of a computer, which has two states, on, off, yes, no. And then it makes perfect sense. It's fabulous. Because why wouldn't we have made the first computer to replicate our brain, even if we didn't know it? And it's the same with how we make sense of the world. The study of semiotics, which means how we create meaning, has recognised that we do it using polar opposites. Day, night, good, bad, light, dark. And we, as humans, always want a transformation from one state to the other, normally in the right direction. So we want to go from evil to good, or from bad, I was going to say to worse, but not to worse, bad to better. And that's why in most of our stories, we do like the transformation story to a better idea, because if you go from good to bad, or happy to sad, that is a tragedy. If you go the other way, sad to happy, that is positive transformation, which is what we're all after. It happens in our daily lives. People don't want you to tell them a terrible story. Or if they do, they want to hear the transformation at the end and how you're a changed person. Nobody wants to hear that you're down in the dumps and, oh my god, wallowing down there and you might need help out of it. It's not one of those great stories. We just love rags to riches, transformation. That's what we're after. And it is the same with our technology. And yet you would think that technology is very like science. It's very sturdily based in facts and statistics and no emotion. But no, it's not true. It's exactly the same. The stories and the myth making in technology is as prevalent as anywhere else in the rest of society, because there are two themes now, particularly given with social media. The technology is a thing out of control, it's going to take over the world, and it really frightens us, which is a very old story that we had, that we messed with the gods, that we flew too high to the sun, that we created a monster that's now hunting us down. And then we have the other thing, that technology is progress and everything is progress. And so because it's progress and we're in charge of it and it's an extension of us, that it must be good. So even when it's not good, we still tell ourselves that it is good, and therein lies the problem. All progress is technology. But there are three ways that technological advancement happens. There's innovation, invention, and development. In invention, if you've got an inventor who's invented something, the only reason the invention will take off is if the inventor is able to tell a story that tells you that this invention is so great and so influential that it will work. Otherwise, it will get forgotten. With innovation, a similar story, but quite often it's economic reasons only. We know that Betamax was better than VHS. Betamax just died a death because VHS was cheaper. And then we have development, where groups of people get together to solve a goal, but then quite often that gets lost. The original goal with whatever they solve and whatever economic thing we come up with. And the truth is, we don't want to think of ourselves as chump chops at the mercy of not doing the things we want to do, which is why the mythology of progress, particularly in technology, is it's prevalent today. And the idea that social media is like the best thing ever. Some people go it's the worst, some people go it's the best, and it really will change, your business or your life or whatever, is because we don't want the uncertainty of not knowing. We want to be in a happy story. We don't want it to be a tragedy. So that's why we'll forever believe in the advancement of progress, the myth of progress, in order to make ourselves feel better. So otherwise it's too painful to live with the uncertainty of we don't know, we just don't know. But even when you say that, we don't know, actually, that cheers me up. I don't know if this is good or bad. I'm too much of an optimist or a pessimist to say otherwise. Thank you.